Hey friends, before we start, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Ear Candy English and share it with someone who needs a little push today, because what you're about to hear is more than just a story. Let me ask you something real. Have you ever had a big dream but felt stuck because you had no money, no support, no clear way to start? Have you ever told yourself, maybe later, or maybe this isn't for me? If that sounds familiar, then stay with me. This story is for you. Today, I want you to pause for a moment and ask yourself one honest question. Are you chasing your dream, or are you just waiting for life to change on its own? Most people want success, freedom, respect, and a better future, but very few are willing to do the uncomfortable work it takes to get there. In this video, you'll hear a simple but powerful story that shows one truth we often try to ignore: nothing in life is free. Not success, not growth, not confidence. But here's the good news. If someone with nothing can build something meaningful, so can you. And as you listen, you'll also improve your English naturally, through clear, real-life language that's easy to follow. So, don't just listen with your ears, listen with your heart, because the next part might change how you see effort, failure, and yourself. Let's start with the first and most important truth from this story. Dreams are not free. And waiting will never build the life you want. Leo didn't wake up one day with money, connections, or a perfect plan. He woke up with pressure, responsibility, and a family depending on him. And that's exactly where many people are today. You might say, I have big dreams, but I don't have money. Or, I want a better life, but I don't know where to start. Leo felt the same way. The difference is, he didn't stop at feeling, he acted. He understood something very simple but very powerful. No one is coming to save you, and nothing changes unless you move first. When his father told him, dreams are not free, it wasn't to scare him, it was to wake him up. It meant that wishing is cheap, but effort costs something: time, energy, pride, comfort, and most people don't want to pay that price. Leo started with what he had: his legs to walk, his voice to speak, and his courage to ask for a chance. He didn't wait until everything was perfect. He didn't say, I'll start when I have money. He started so he could make money. That's a lesson you can use right now. If you want better English, don't wait until you feel confident. Speak to become confident. If you want a better job, don't wait until you feel ready. Learn while you move. Life rewards action, not excuses. Leo took a risk asking Mr. Anderson for bread, knowing he could fail. That fear you feel before starting? That's normal. It doesn't mean stop. It means you're standing at the door of growth. Every small step Leo took built trust, skill, and belief not just in others, but in himself. And here's the key point. Once you prove to yourself that you can start with nothing, you stop being afraid of challenges. You stop waiting. You stop hoping. You start building. This part of the story reminds us that progress doesn't begin with resources, it begins with responsibility. When you say, this is my life, and I will do something today, everything changes. And here's the mini hook for what's coming next. Starting is hard, but staying consistent when things get painful, that's where most people quit, and where Leo's real test truly begins. The second big lesson from Leo's story is this: hard work and consistency matter more than talent, and learning happens through struggle, not comfort. When Leo first started selling bread, nothing about his life became easy overnight. In fact, it became harder. He woke up before sunrise, walked long miles every day, carried heavy bread, stood for hours, and smiled even when his body was tired. Many people think success looks exciting from the outside, but from the inside, it often looks boring, painful, and repetitive. Leo didn't feel motivated every morning. His hands hurt, his body was exhausted, and some days he probably wanted to quit. But he kept going because he understood something important. If you stop when it's hard, you never get to see what's possible. This lesson is powerful for real life. Whether you're learning English, building a career, or changing your habits, progress doesn't come from one big action. It comes from showing up again and again, especially on the days you don't feel like it. Leo didn't know how to bake at first. He failed many times. His bread came out wrong, his hands were sore, and he felt embarrassed. But instead of saying, "I'm not good at this," he said, "I'm not good at this yet." That mindset changes everything. Failure didn't mean stop. Failure meant learn. Every mistake taught him something new. This is a lesson many people miss. They fail once and think it's a sign they should quit. But failure is not a stop sign, it's a teacher. If you're afraid to make mistakes when speaking English, you'll stay silent forever. If you're afraid to fail at something new, you'll stay stuck in the same place. Leo accepted that growth would hurt a little, and because he accepted that, he grew faster. Another important part of this lesson is humility. Leo asked for help. He didn't pretend to know everything. He went back to Mr. Anderson and said, "Teach me." That takes courage. Many people are too proud to learn. They want to look smart instead of becoming skilled. Leo chose learning over ego. In life, the people who win are not the ones who know everything, but the ones who are willing to learn from anyone. And notice this, Leo didn't rush. He practiced step by step. He respected the process. In a world where everyone wants fast results, Leo trusted slow improvement. That's why his success lasted. You can apply this lesson today. Choose one skill you want to improve. English, work, fitness, anything. Commit to small daily effort. Accept mistakes. Learn from them. Stay consistent even when no one is watching. That's how confidence is built. Not through motivation, but through proof. Proof that you didn't quit. And here's the mini hook moving forward. Working hard builds skill, but what happens when competition appears and pressure rises? That's where Leo's journey gets even more real. The third main lesson from Leo's story is about growth through adaptation and courage when competition appears. When Eric opened a new bakery in town, Leo felt something very human: fear. His sales dropped, people became curious about the new place, and suddenly the future he worked so hard for felt unstable. This moment is important because it shows a truth many people avoid. Life will test you again after you succeed. Winning once doesn't mean you're safe forever. New problems will always show up, and how you respond decides who you become. Leo could have complained, blamed Eric, or quit quietly. Many people do that. They say things like, "It's not fair," or "I was here first," or "The world is against me." But Leo didn't waste energy on anger. Instead, he asked a smart question: how can I become better? That question changed everything. He listened to his customers. He didn't argue, he didn't get defensive, he paid attention. People told him the new bakery looked nicer and had better designs. Leo didn't take this as an insult, he took it as information. This is a powerful lesson for real life. Feedback is not an attack, it's a gift. When someone shows you what you lack, they're giving you a chance to grow. Leo used his savings to improve his cart, make it more colorful, cleaner, and more welcoming. He learned cake decoration by watching videos and practicing. That takes humility and courage. It's not easy to admit someone else is doing something better than you. But growth only happens when you accept reality instead of fighting it. Another deep part of this lesson is that Leo didn't try to copy Eric completely. He didn't become someone else. He improved his own version. He kept his warmth, his honesty, his connection with people. Customers came back not just because of the bread, but because of trust. This shows that success isn't only about skills, it's about character. People support those who listen, improve, and care. In everyday life, this lesson applies everywhere. At work, someone younger might be better than you at something. In English learning, someone might speak more fluently than you. Online, someone might start later but grow faster. If you let comparison turn into jealousy, you lose. But if you turn it into learning, you win. Ask yourself, what can I improve today instead of why am I behind? Leo also showed that change requires action, not excuses. He didn't wait for confidence. He built confidence by doing. He painted, practiced, learned, failed, and tried again. Confidence is not something you feel first, it's something you earn after action. This is why Leo survived competition while many people disappear. He chose growth over comfort. You can apply this lesson today. When something challenges you, don't hide. Don't complain. Look at it closely and ask how it can make you stronger. Improve one small thing, then another. Over time, people will notice, just like they noticed Leo. And here's the mini hook for what's next. Even after competition and success, life still had one more serious test waiting for Leo when he least expected it. The fourth main lesson from Leo's story is about resilience when everything falls apart and the courage to ask for help without giving up. Just when Leo finally felt stable, when his bakery was growing and his family was proud, life hit him hard. A fire damaged his shop, destroyed equipment, and threatened everything he had built from nothing. This moment is powerful because it reflects real life. Many people think once they succeed, problems stop. But the truth is, big challenges often come after progress, and this is where most people quit. When Leo saw the smoke and the damage, he felt pain, fear, and shock. That's normal. Strong people feel fear too. The difference is what they do next. Leo didn't say, "Why me?" He didn't sit down and wait for someone to save him. He stood up and said, "This is just another challenge." That mindset matters. When life knocks you down, the first voice you hear is your own. If that voice says, "It's over," then it is. But if it says, "I will face this," you still have a chance. Leo looked at his situation honestly. He checked his money and realized it wasn't enough. This is important. Being positive doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means seeing reality clearly and still choosing action. Instead of hiding his struggle, Leo asked for advice from Mr. Anderson. Asking for help is not weakness, it's wisdom. Many people suffer in silence because they're afraid to look weak, but Leo understood something deep. Pride can destroy you faster than failure. Mr. Anderson didn't give him money, he gave him perspective. He reminded Leo of what he already knew. Nothing is free, but everything is possible when you earn it with purpose and persistence. Leo didn't wait for perfect conditions. He started baking again at home with what little he had. He spoke honestly to his customers and promised to keep going. This honesty built trust. And something beautiful happened. The town noticed. People helped not because Leo begged, but because he never quit. This is a powerful life lesson. People don't support excuses, they support effort. When others see you fighting for yourself, they want to stand with you. Help comes after action, not before. Leo also showed that setbacks don't erase your progress. The fire didn't erase his skills, his discipline, or his reputation. Those things stayed, and that's true for you too. When you fail an exam, lose a job, or face a setback in life, you don't lose who you became while trying. You still have your experience. You still have your strength. Leo rebuilt slowly, step by step, and when he reopened, his bakery was better than before. This teaches us that rebuilding is often stronger than starting fresh, because now you have wisdom. In daily life, this lesson applies deeply. When something breaks in your life, don't rush to quit. Pause, breathe, and ask, what can I still do today? Even small action keeps hope alive. Also, don't isolate yourself. Speak, ask, share. Strength grows faster when it's supported. Leo's story reminds us that resilience is not about never falling. It's about standing again with clarity and courage. And here's the mini hook for what comes next. After rebuilding his bakery, Leo didn't just recover, he became something more. And his final lesson is the one that truly defines his legacy. The fifth and final lesson from Leo's story is the deepest one of all. Nothing is free, but everything is possible when you earn it with purpose and persistence. By the end of the journey, Leo was no longer just a young man selling bread. He became a symbol of trust, effort, and quiet strength for his entire town. This matters because real success is not just about money or business, it's about who you become along the way. Leo started with a dream, but dreams alone did nothing for him. What changed his life was action, day after day, even when no one was watching. He learned that respect is not given, it is built. Trust is not asked for, it is earned. And confidence doesn't come from words, it comes from surviving hard moments without quitting. When the mayor praised Leo and the town supported him, it wasn't because he was lucky, it was because people saw his consistency. They saw him wake up before sunrise, work with tired hands, fail, learn, rebuild, and still show up with a smile. This is a powerful message for real life. Many people want fast results. They want shortcuts. They want praise before proof. But life doesn't work that way. Life asks one question again and again. Will you keep going when it gets hard? Leo answered yes every time, and that answer shaped his future. Another key part of this lesson is ownership. Leo never blamed his past, his family situation, or bad luck. He owned his choices. When things went wrong, he didn't wait for excuses, he looked for solutions. That mindset is something anyone can apply. You don't need a bakery to live this lesson. You can apply it to learning English, improving your health, building skills, or changing your habits. If you study one word a day, speak even when you're afraid, and accept mistakes as part of growth, you are living the same principle Leo lived. Nothing is free. Progress costs effort, but that cost is fair, and it pays back with pride. Leo also understood that success feels empty if it only benefits you. He helped his family, respected his mentor, and stayed connected to his community. This gave his work meaning. Purpose makes effort lighter. When you know why you're working, you don't quit easily. Ask yourself this: why do you want to improve your life? Is it for freedom, peace, respect, or to help someone you love? That reason is your fuel. When motivation fades, purpose remains. Leo's final speech showed wisdom beyond his age. He didn't say, "I was talented," he said, "I worked." He didn't say, "I was lucky," he said, "I didn't give up." That honesty is what makes his story powerful, and it's what makes it real. The biggest takeaway is this: you don't need to be special to succeed, you need to be consistent. You don't need perfect conditions, you need commitment. Every small action you take today is shaping the person you'll become tomorrow. And here's the mini hook that ties it all together. Leo's journey may be finished, but yours is just beginning, and the next step you take could change everything.